Yeah. Some of the... I feel like there's some people who make it sound like this game is impossible. You have to be a genius to play it. And I don't think that's true at all. You have to play the game, and you have to practice hard, and you have to make simple actions habitual so you can do them quickly. That's what raises your APM. It's not mindless spam. It's, I can do this faster because it's a habitual action and I don't have to think about it. And then once you've gotten all that hammered out, you're going to be pretty good. And from there on, you just have to look at what your weaknesses are and work on those.
There you have it, folks. It's just about working on it. So have you decided upon your race, your playstyle, and your commitment to StarCraft 2? Have you locked it down for the future?
So I think I'm going to be Terran until the end of time. I've tried switching to Zerg, and I've tried switching to Protoss, and from all the games I played in Brood War, Terran just feels the most comfortable. And especially when beta was going on, it would be like I'd play 15 games as Protoss, and then I'd have a tournament in 2 days, and I'd be like, if I try and switch to Protoss, I won't be ready for that. And so I just decided I'm going to stick with Terran. In the future, assuming things work out on Blizzard's end, planning to go pro, hopefully make some kind of living doing this game. That'd be pretty cool. That's really why I started all of this a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I think that many people hold that dream, and I think it's becoming more and more feasible these days. Things are changing fast, and it's quite exciting, actually. But would you recommend young players, new players, to stick to one race, or at least play all, but have one main race in order to more effectively get good faster?
I would say you need to know what all the races units do, and you need to have a general idea of any of the nuances about various units, or like knowing pretty much how fungal growth works, or like what upgrades the infestor has. That kind of stuff is really good. People who are newer to RTS will probably have a harder time just memorizing all the units and stuff. Like, I can kind of integrate it into what I know. I'm like, oh, fungal growth, that's kind of like Ensnare from Brood War. And like, it's not a big deal, but someone who's never played an RTS before might have a harder time. I would say play all the races for a while, and then when you feel like you know what they all do and you're put in a position where you want to start being competitive, pick a race and stick with it.
Yeah, it's all about purposeful grinding. But above and beyond being an accomplished player these days, you're also a map maker. And this is something I find very exciting, the future map-making community and the very many great things that will come out of it as the game is properly released and everything. And as I alluded to earlier, you have made a quite famous build order test map, which has been recommended by Day9 and others. And you also got some other projects coming up for us. Tell us about this aspect of yourself.
So, because I'm so new to the competitive gaming scene, I've got a lot of varied background. When I played Brood War back in the day when I was like, 15, I'm 20 now. So when I was younger and I wasn't playing very competitively, I would edit maps and do different things with the editor just for fun. And so that was my kind of first entry into that. And then when I played Warcraft 3 for a while, I actually made 2 different maps. One was like a small scale Dota clone. It was like 10 heroes or something with custom items. And then I made a map called the, what did they call it? Blink Arena. Blink Arena is what it was. So in Warcraft 3, if you blink before a projectile or a spell gets to you, it doesn't take effect. And so I made a capture the flag map where pretty much every spell was a one-hit kill, and it was all reflex and twitch-based. It was like, you would see the enemy in the middle, you would try and fake him out by running towards him, and then maybe he blinks, and so he wastes his evasion, and you could spell him and kill him, and then go capture the flag. And so that has all prepared me really well to jump onto the StarCraft 2 map editor. Right now I've made EMP Challenge, which is a bunch of cloaked units come at you, and you have a ghost, and you have to EMP them and kill them. I made the Build Order Tester, which came out of a period where BattleNet was virtually unplayable, and I needed something to practice build orders effectively.
And how does that work, the Build Order Tester? Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's fine. So the original design was you have a base, and it was only for Terran because I don't like the other races. So you have a command center and 6 SCVs and a set of mineral patches and 2 gas geysers. And when you hit the hotkey, I think it was like typing -T, it would reset all the mineral patches and it would reset the geysers and give you a fresh command center and 6 SCVs. And so you could get 3 minutes into your build order, determine, oh, I made a mistake. -T, start right over again. You didn't have to wait for it to restart. You didn't have to deal with the AI. None of that. And
that is
so that's, yeah, it was super useful. And so now what it is, I expanded that one a little bit. I gave a natural base, and I made it so you could use all 3 races. And then some other people were like, this is cool, like I really want to work with you. And I was like, this is all I'm doing. Like I'm not a map maker. I'm a gamer who makes maps to help me and for fun. And so I let other people take over the project.
I see. And the project has continued to evolve then, I take it?
Yeah. On Team Liquid, there's yet another build order tester, I think is one of the more popular ones. And I haven't actually used it because I'm stubborn and I'm prideful of my original version, which is worse than theirs, but I like using it because I made it. Wow. That one has, like, it shows how many resources you mined when you reset, and I think it's starting to implement functionality where you can have the AI actually send attacks at you.
Wow. Well, I think this could be very helpful for many players, and I shall make sure to include the links to your original as well as the other one in the info section of this video. Cool stuff though. I also know you wanted to mention another map that is based upon your Warcraft 3 concept that sounds like a lot of fun, if not also good practice for skill.
Yeah, so when I played Warcraft 3, I love Blink. I don't know, I'm a big mobility player. When I played Brood War, I love using vultures. I would like wraiths if they weren't so terrible all the time.
Yeah, I miss the vultures too.
And like, I wish wraiths were better, or not wraiths, reapers were better in StarCraft 2 because I would definitely use them much more. And so Blink was like the epitome of mobility in Warcraft 3. I just loved using it. My favorite melee strat was to go Warden only and max Blink and just be obnoxious with it. I didn't win a lot with it, but it was fun. And so my Blink Arena map set me off for an idea to make a StarCraft 2 map called, what do I call it? Blink Stalker Survival, name pending. And the way that works is you have a Stalker, he's got Blink, he's got Stim Packs, Fungal Growth, Vortex, Point Defense Drone, Auto Turret, Psystorm, maybe one other spell. And the way it works is you have to survive as long as possible against different waves of enemies, which all include various units that have projectile attacks, and then I slow all the projectiles down so that it's actually reasonable to dodge them. And you use these different spells in combination to survive. Some people have gone for the turret castle, where they'll go in a corner and just build as many turrets as they can and try and hold off there. And I've had other people who just leave a string of point defense drones around the map and just blink between those and use those as safe havens.
Interesting.